Welcome to Always Dolls. This is Sarah and thanks for joining me. Today we share with you an easy DIY version of American Girl's 1920s bed for Claudie. This craft was inspired by packaging from our grocery shop and is a great way to recycle scraps bound for the trash. We also try out super simple embroidery techniques to recreate the beautiful floral motif on Claudie's bedspread. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new DIY. Okay, let's get making! For Claudie's bed frame, we recycled the cardboard packaging from a tray of croissants. It measures 52 centimeters long, 7.5 centimeters deep, and 27.5 centimeters wide. So the tray keeps its shape, cut 4 support slats from scrap foam board or cardboard. Glue the slats into the tray evenly spaced apart using hot glue or liquid glue. Next, cut a cardboard rectangle slightly smaller than your tray to be the mattress support. For the head and footboard, draw a semicircular template. Trace this shape onto thick foam board and cut out 2. Tweak the template to get a frame with a 2.5 cm base and 1.5 cm border around the arch. Remove a wedge from the left and right sides and a strip from the middle. We will use these pieces later. Cut 2 frames from 5mm foam board and glue them to the semicircular pieces. Find the center point and mark vertical lines 2 cm on either side. We will mimic the rod detail using chopsticks. Simply cut them to fit, then adhere along your guidelines. Next, glue a strip of white poster board around the curved edge to cover any exposed foam board. Cut the decorative trim piece from more foam board or cardboard. Attach one to the bottom of your footboard. However, glue the other decorative strip to the back side of your headboard. To make the feet, we hot glued a rubber chair stopper to the cap from an empty tube of deco cream. With all the bed pieces ready, we can paint. To match Claudie's bed, we bought Liquitex Prussian Blue spray paint. Remember your template? Let's use it to embellish the head and footboards. Mark, then cut away 5 mm from the perimeter of each wedge. Cut out the center portion, leaving you with a 5 mm frame. Repeat to get a second frame. Then paint a lavender color. We are using Kaisercraft brand Country Blue. Next, cut thin strips of paperboard. Glue them to your center panel to bring depth and dimension to the Art Deco design. AG's pattern is easier to recreate than you'd think. It's just a series of straight lines making an arrow shape. For raised circles, we took smooth, self-adhesive gems and affixed them to the panel. When the glue has dried, trim the center strip to be about 2 cm wide. To complete the design, we opted to draw the loops with hot glue. It helped to have a fine-tipped glue gun for this step. Now give your panel an all-over coat of Prussian blue paint. Then take your lavender color to paint the raised sections for the two-tone effect seen in AG's version. Now glue the frames and center strip to your footboard and a second set to the headboard. Flip over the bed and glue the feet to the underside of the tray at each corner. Take the footboard and affix it to one end, ensuring the base is flush with the bottom edge of the tray. Attach the headboard to the other end, decorative side facing forward, but position it lifted a few centimeters from the base edge so the headboard sits higher than the footboard. We are making Claudie's bedspread from white polycotton and 2 A4 sheets of white felt. We are also going to try embroidery with floss in blue, yellow and pink. Cut a large rectangle of polycotton, then center your felt sheets on top. In pencil, sketch a grid pattern on the felt. Every other square has the floral image. To mimic this, we will stitch a series of knots with blue floss. Starting at the underside, push the needle through the fabric to the good side. Position your needle beside the existing thread and pull it back through the fabric. Catch the loop with your finger. Poke the needle through to your good side again and twist the static thread over the tip. Pull the needle all the way out and you get a knot. Push the needle through the knot to the underside and move the stitch along a few millimeters. Repeat this step to make the next knot. Since this is our first time stitching, it took a few tries to get our knots even in size, but it was a fun skill to learn. Complete the first leaf shape, then make the next, ensuring it stays within your grid lines. Continue with your blue floss to fill in all the leaves. Next, take your pink floss to make the diamond shapes in the empty grids, and yellow for the flower buds. Finally, use more pink floss to add the central pink flowers. To conceal our messy stitching, lay 2 more rectangles of polycotton over top. Pin the fabric together and sew around the sides with a 1 cm allowance. Leave an opening at one end to turn the quilt out. Once flipped to show the good side, stitch the opening closed. For more detail, sew lines through the quilt as seen in AG's version. Excellent! You can add a bolster cushion like this one from Rebecca's bed and 2 smaller pillows. These are from the Grand Hotel set. We've also shown DIYs to make your own pillows. Just click the card top right or check out the description below for links. We hope you enjoyed our take on Claudie's bed and let us know if you plan to buy any of the outfits from her new release. See you soon for more miniature crafting fun!